Okay, we're going to look at isometric projection now. And the thing about isometric projection is it's a pictorial elevation, which means not only can we see the height and the length, but we can also see the width of the object in one pictorial view. Okay, the angle that we're going to use for this is 30 degrees, and that's that way and that way. And it's also important to know whereabouts you're going to orientate. So I'm going to start with this corner here, and this corner here is going to be located here. We'll call it X. So the overall height of the object and the overall length and width can be measured and put onto what we call a crate. Okay, so I'm going to measure the overall length, which I think is 100, and put that down onto here. I'm going to measure the overall width, which is 50, and put that here. I'm going to measure the overall height, which is 40. I'm going to put that here. And now I'm ready to draw the crate, which will encapsulate the block. Okay, 30 degrees and 30 degrees. Now, just like with any coordination system, X, Y and Z in this case, we've got to know how to find all of this detail. Well, I can identify this point as here. This point is 3 centimeters or 30 millimeters above that point, so that's there. And this point is 3 centimeters or 30 millimeters in. But instead of coming in horizontally, we need to come in and down at an angle of 30 degrees. Then measure to locate this point. Now that is a vertical step, and we just measure vertically for that. And then from that location, I want to move along 1 centimeter or 10 millimeters, and that gets me this point. Now this point is 1 centimeter above my starting point of X. And now I've got the 2 locations of the sloped surface. So I can just fill that in there. I'm getting confident now, so I'm going to start marking in pen so you can see it. And that is now the isometric representation of this green surface. We've got to project it across the way, and the easiest way of doing this is to project all of my points across. And because it's a uniform width of the block, I know that all of the widths will be exactly the same, and so I could, if I had to, measure them all across at 5 centimeters or 50 millimeters. Now the only place where you might go wrong here is representing the back shoulder, because it disappears in there. But I think I'm ready to finish off the isometric projection. Sloped surface first. Front surface. Top surface. back. So an isometric projection that shows the length, the width and the height encapsulated in the crate of any object. And that's isometric.